Are good to go.
Drop the beat, Sean. Drop the beat. We're going to be wrapping our intro this time. Yeah, let's do this. Drop the beat, man. Come on. Yeah, yeah, and I don't. I can't do this. I can't do this. Come on, cut the beat, cut the cut. I sound like Lil Tay. What else? What
That
else do
was
you want, man?
horrible.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
horrible.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Anyways, welcome guys to the fourth episode of the Dinner Convo. Although this episode has had a few ups and downs, we've had a few really unfortunate and unexpected mistakes that we have accidentally performed. Or yeah, as you can see, my English is messed up as well. So, but without any further ado, I'll have my friends do the other parts because you know how I tend to get overexcited about things and I can't speak English. So, someone please take over and make the show more watchable.
Okay. So guess what, guys? We reached 100 subscribers today. Thank you, everyone who made this possible. And you guys have shown us immense support from the very beginning. Thank you again, man. This really means a lot to us. Can you go to find?
Before we before we start off the video, I would like to say a quick reminder. If you like this video, smash the like button, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more content, and of course, show some love and support.
Yes, that's the spirit, boys. Good job, Sean. You're looking very good today. Awesome. You got a new trim, I guess. All right. Great job. Great job. All right. So, guys, okay, today's guest, we were supposed to have two guests, but accidentally, due to messed up time zones, we ended up giving the one of the other guests a wrong time zone. But don't worry, we'll be bringing him again soon in a different episode. But we don't want to disappoint you guys. Trust me. When we're saying we're working hard, we're working hard. So, this episode, we have one of the people who were supposed to be one of the first guests of this podcast. But unfortunately, due to health complications, he couldn't make it then. But yeah, you know, as I said, when we are set on getting a guest, we will get that guest. And our guest today is one of the guests of today who unfortunately became the only guest of the day. But no problem, we got to keep the show running. And this guy's a very interesting person. He is joining us all the way from France. He is a looper and a beatboxer. So looper is basically like, I don't know if you guys heard of a loop station. It's basically where you can record multiple sounds at the same time. And he's a champion, beatbox champion, and he's just an awesome person. I know I've had a lot of I've talked to him now and then, and he's a great person. So joining us all the way from France once again, it's Brez. Brez, can we have you?
Hey,
What up, man?
Hey man, what's up?
Yeah, we're doing
fine. How are
great.
you?
Yeah,
We're
we're doing
good.
great.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Seeing you made our days much better. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
And,
inviting me. Thank you.
the honor's ours.
It's our
Okay,
pleasure.
Brez. So, without any further ado, as I said, this is a free podcast. You can talk about anything you want. If you feel uncomfortable talking about something, let us know. We'll be not talking about it. Okay.
No, I
So,
just want to
Brez.
say I feel privileged to be here. I'm the only guest. Last time you had two guests, three guests. Today is just my show.
All right. Yes, then the honor's ours.
We're,
Thank you.
we're
We make
glad to
sure
have you.
that exactly. We make sure that you feel awesome here. So okay, Chris. So Chris, a lot of people don't really know what beatboxing is, or all they know about beatboxing is boots and cats. It's not
Mhm.
all of beatboxing, right? There's more to it. So can you please show us the magic of the amazing things you can do with the loop station? By the way, guys, Brez is a loop station champion. He beat a few of the best loopers in the world. And yeah, so Brez, show us what you can do with your loop station.
All right. So maybe you cannot see the loop station here. Wait, let me just maybe put the camera like this.
That's a loop station.
Oh
Is
wow.
it good for you? So this is the loop station, right? And I think you wanted to see one song, right?
Yes. By the way, guys, this is one of Brez's best songs. So, yeah. So you guys should definitely. And it's all made with the mouth, right? Brez,
Exactly.
tell
It's
them.
made all live with the mouth, and this song is called "Haters Love Me," and I played it at the GBB in Poland in 2019. So yeah, let's go with it.
For all our viewers out there, GBB is actually one of the best, in fact, the best
Yeah, the
beatbox
best.
competition out there. Yeah, the man has said it himself. Okay, so Brez, let's get this started.
All right, let's
Let's
go.
get this. Okay, Brez, this is.
Hey, 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 yeah, whoa, nah, changing my flows and my clothes, I'm loving my role and my pros, I'm hating nobody, you know, when I promise to let it you both. I just wanna be GRBD, screw anybody who goes against me, I may have to make a list of what I mean, it's just so heavy, they wanna play with me, bro. No one can mess with my flow. Hey, I'm gonna show it some more, cause I'm taking the lead on the score. BRZ in the spot, ayy. Still burning mix in the pot, ayy. What should I put it a shot, yeah? Taking my place in the spot. Taking my place in the spot. I'm taking my place in the spot. Hey, yeah. I'm taking my place in the spot. Yeah, yeah. Break it down like this. All these haters love me. Acting like they know me. Hey, yeah. Will I do this for the show? Yeah, nah. They never let me go. All these haters love me. Acting like they know me. Hey, yeah. Will I do this for the show? Yeah, nah. They never let me go.
Yay.
Unbelievable.
Thank
That
you.
was
No,
incredible.
that was really
That
good,
was
man.
incredible.
Amazing.
The fact that we got the honor to listen to it, on live, that just makes it even better.
Yeah,
Glad you
exactly.
enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Let me just put this on mute.
Fahim, we can't hear you.
Times mic is probably muted, is it?
Oh yeah, can't hear him. My loop station messed up his microphone now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
No,
now?
he's back.
Yes,
He's back. He's
perfect.
back.
Yes, all
Yeah,
fine. Good.
Yeah.
yeah, there was a problem with the connection. Yeah, but yes, this episode has had a lot of bloopers so far, but we're enjoying this a lot. You know, it's the bloopers that make us. You know, we don't want to be
Exactly.
fake people. You know. Okay, Brez, that was awesome. So, Brez,
Thank
we're
you.
just gonna start off by asking how you got into the field of beatboxing. What encouraged you? What made you who you are now?
All right. Well, it started in 2007, so 13 years ago. Um, I was watching a French television show with my parents, and there was this guy that came to sing a song on the show, but he said first, I'm just gonna do a little beatbox, and I did not know what beatboxing was, and he just comes and started doing noises with his mouth, like I was like, what the hell is this? How does he do it? It's not possible. So I just went on YouTube. I typed beatbox, and then I saw so many videos, and I saw this guy called Dub Effects, and Dub Effects is a looper who used to play music live in the street. And this is actually the first time I wanted to buy a loop station, but I didn't use the loop station before a few years before many years. So yeah, I just went on YouTube. I saw a lot of beatboxers. I saw there was a community. There were national championships, and this is how I started. I just watched some tutorials, and then I entered my first French championship in 2009, and then from there on, it just my journey in the beatboxing just started.
It's a great story. That's like funny story. We had Maddox on the show in the first episode. He said something similar. He also got introduced to beatboxing by watching someone beatbox on television.
Yeah,
That was he
it's
got
always the
similar.
same story. Yeah, it's often the same story.
Although I have to ask, you have a very good English accent now. Why is that?
Because I was born in France, but when I was 6 years old, my parents moved to the Republic of Ireland, and I lived there until I was 14. And then when I was 14 years old, we moved to the Caribbean, um, and I lived there for 5 years in an English-speaking island. So from when I was 6 until I was 19, I spoke English every day. Basically, it's only when I came back to France when I was 19 that I just completely stopped speaking English and started speaking French again. So I actually lost a lot of English. I used to speak more English than French. Now it's not the case anymore. I speak French every day. But I mean, I can still use my English pretty good to write songs, to rap in English, to speak. Yeah.
That's
Brez, um, Brez, how do you write these amazing lyrics in your songs? How does it come in your
Um,
fantastic man?
yeah, I don't know actually. Actually, I might make a video tutorial about that, but because a lot of people ask me the same question. Basically, I just make a beat, and usually when I make a beat, for example, "Haters Love Me." I don't know if I can put it not too loud here right now. Wait. So if I make a beat,
fine.
say I have this beat going on. I don't know what lyrics I'm gonna put on top of it first, but what usually happens is that I just let the beat go, and then I just make some noises without even putting words. I just go like. So I just get the flow first, and when I have the flow, I just always try to find a topic, something to talk about. And for this song, for example, "Haters Love Me," I remember it was after the World Beatbox Championship, because when wait, this is another thing. I'm going a bit off topic, but when I'm going on stage, I always I don't think of anything. I just go on stage and I just have fun. And sometimes people think they don't like my attitude. They think I'm cocky, or they think I'm a bad person, or I don't know what. But so when my elimination round at the World Beatbox Championship came out, a lot of people said, "Oh, I hate this guy. He's so cocky. I don't like his attitude." And I was like, "Oh, what's wrong with all these haters?" And then like some friend told me, "Yeah, all these haters love you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a cool song. Haters love me." So I just got the topic, haters love me, and then I started talking about all these haters, and that's where it starts.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a really
That was
great
nice to
story.
So
hear.
let me ask one question. So, how did you feel like when you first got on stage? How did you feel like?
My very first time on stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, my very first time on stage was at, I think it was the French Beatbox Championship in 2009. I was so stressed. I was so nervous. I was like, "Oh, all these people are watching me." I mean, I was, you don't really feel comfortable when there's a lot of people watching you when you're performing for the first time. I think it's the same for everyone. You always have this kind of stress, but I mean, it comes with experience. And also that day, it was the first time for me meeting all those great beatboxers that I used to see on YouTube. For example, that day I met Alem, BMG, Alexinho for the first time, and I was like, "Whoa, these guys are so amazing! They're much better than me." And then you go on stage right after them. it's so hard because you see how the crowd reacted to them. Everybody was like, wow. And then you go on stage, nobody knows you, and you just take the microphone, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? So yeah, it's a lot of stress, but you have to do it. I mean, and then you have to do it, and then it gets better with time.
So,
Great
Brett,
story.
you have been in a lot of tournaments and all those stuff. So, who do you think was your favorite opponent to face in a, finals or elimination round? Or
I apparently know the answer to this.
Mm. Um, I think my favorite battle was with Alexinho. We were talking about it because it was crazy because he did my round, and I mean this battle, the multiverse battle, it was a competition where we spent the whole week together because we were preparing a show. All of us, there were 8 loopers, and all the 8 loopers prepared a show together for a whole week. And on the last day, there was the battle. So so Alexino was my roommate for this whole week, and it was a crazy event. And when we came face to face in the battle, and he did my round, I was like, "Oh, that was a nice one, the cheeky guy." And then we talked about it. He said, "Maybe I might do one of your routines, and maybe you could rap on it." I'm like, "Okay," but I didn't think he was gonna do it, and I didn't know which routine. And then I saw him make the beat, so I just got closer to him, and then he just gives me the mic like this. He just hands me the mic. I'm like, okay, changing my flows. I didn't really have any time to think about it. You know, it went so fast, but it was a really crazy moment.
Certainly, certainly. That was very. I mean, I watched the Alex India video when you uploaded your Q&A. I was like, well, this is what represents like it's like you guys are like one family. Even when you're in a
Yes.
competition, you guys don't want to compete in a very unethical manner, which is awesome. You know. Okay, great. And talk about opponents, Brez. Um, when you were like on the battle on the stage with NME, which was I believe one of your best battles. Like, what went through your mind at that particular moment when NME made that like unrealistic National Geographic Channel beat, like with the animals and stuff? What went through your mind when you were battling NME?
Um. Well, first of all, I came up on stage, and you have to know that my microphone died right before going on stage, so I had no microphone. So I just came up on stage. I'm like, okay, what am I doing? There's no I have no microphone, and so right before going on stage, Ritmine was waiting because he was gonna do the next battle against Balance, and I'm like, yo, Ritmine, can you borrow me your mic? Can you lend me your mic because I have no microphone? He's like, yeah, sure. And it was a microphone I had never used before, and each microphone is different. Like the settings is different for the loop station. So that was the first challenge. So I came up on stage. I'm like, oh no. I mean, the sound quality is gonna be so bad. But in the end, it was all right. So I started the battle, and then when I made the beat, like I felt something with the crowd, with the GBB crowd, which I've never felt before. I was like, this crowd is insane, and this crowd can be insane. I mean, if you push them, if you go up with your rage and everything, I think this crowd could be the best possible crowd ever. So this is why I just made the beat, start rapping, and then I just took off my headphones and I just walked up on stage in front of the crowd, and I saw everybody like, okay, this crowd is crazy. Let's just go crazy with them. So yeah, I didn't really think of the battle um, during this battle. Actually, I did not go on stage to win or lose or anything. I just felt like I had to connect with the crowd and like share the energy because it was a crazy moment. And GBB is not really about winning or anything because those videos make millions of views. So I rather lose a battle but do a great performance that I'm really proud of than win a battle and like do an okay performance. So I was really happy about it, and I knew it was gonna be a close one also because Enemy is an excellent looper, and it was really close. It was 3-2 for him, but I didn't really care about the results because at the end I was very happy with myself. I was very proud of my performance.
Yeah, that's and your beat made it to the top 10 as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
good for you. The Brez, this is something new. This is actually the first time we'll be doing this. You're the first ever person to partake in this particular part of our podcast. So we'll be
Okay.
doing what's known as a rapid fire round. So we'll be asking you a couple of questions, and you'll be answering them in 30 seconds. And we'll just see how many questions you can answer in 30 seconds. And at the end of the day, you will be competing with all the other
Okay.
guests that
I
come
see.
in, and we'll see who's the winner. So okay, so are you ready?
Yep.
I'll need some of you to just turn on your. Okay, I'll just do it. All right. Okay, let me just turn on the timer. Okay, so no pressure. This is something very normal. I might mess up as well. This is my first time
No
doing
worries. No pressure. No pressure for you.
it. Thank you.
I have no pressure.
Okay, so 30 seconds on the clock in 3, 2. Okay, okay. In 3, 2, 1. Brez, what was the inspiration behind your name?
The region where I come from,
All right. What region do you come from?
Brittany, Brez, in France.
Do you like the place where you were born?
Of course.
So, do you prefer speaking in English or speaking in French?
French.
Would you say you have a French accent?
Sorry.
Would you say you have a French accent?
Of course, a little bit.
Okay, so and what is the one thing about France that you love the most?
Food.
What is your favorite food in France?
Cheese.
Right. I actually may end up making a mistake. I forgot to count how many questions he answered.
We'll do that later.
I think it
do
was
this again.
6.
We'll do it again. And I think we should increase the time to 1 minute because that way we'll be able to answer more questions. Or 2 minutes.
We can count
Okay,
it
guys.
while editing.
Okay. The other guys, please count it. This video would require a lot of editing because we have done a lot of mistakes in it. Okay. In 3, going. I want the others please count the question answers. Going 2 minutes.
Okay.
Answer as many questions as you want. In 3, 2, 1. Brez, where were you born?
In France.
Right. Do you at what region in France were you born?
In Brittany.
Oh, do you like the place where you were born?
Of course.
Right. What is one thing about your birthplace that you remember the most? That you remember the most?
My family.
How important of a role has your family played in your life?
A huge importance, of course.
Who's your favorite beatboxer?
ZD.
What is that about CD that you love the most?
The
Oh, wow. Would you rather be a looper for the rest of your life or a beatboxer? Just beatboxing or just looping?
a looper.
What is it about looping that excites you the most?
You can make songs from the start to the end just with your mouth.
Do you think beatboxing is better than singing?
I prefer singing.
Okay, so living with sorrow, is it a very good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. We play video games all day.
What is your favorite video game?
Rocket League.
Oh wow! Do you play FIFA?
I used to play FIFA
What's your do you play soccer or football?
when I was younger. Yeah.
What's your favorite football team?
Rennes, Stade Rennes in France.
Oh, all right. Who's your favorite football player?
Right now, I say Ousmane Dembele.
That's great. What is the one food in France that you would die for?
Cheese, of course. Cheese.
Do you think Italy makes the best cheese or France?
France, of course.
Would you rather win GBB or win GBB or lose at the semifinals, but lose like honorably, but your drop makes it to the top one, but the first top 10?
I say win because I already make top 10 already.
All right, that's 2 minutes for us. How many questions have Brez answered? The other guys, do you count?
I think it was 156 or something.
Yeah, close to that.
Yes. Guys, did you manage to count?
Yeah, it was 17.
17. Wow.
It was
that's a lot.
17, yes.
That was a lot. That's a lot. Looks like putting a bit of a competition for the other hosts guests here.
Yeah, the pressure
Okay.
is on you because you have to be fast.
Yes, yes. I'm messing. As you can
Yes.
see, I'm messing up pretty bad. I'm messing up pretty bad.
Nah,
Thank
it's
you
fine.
for coping with this. All right, Brett. So the rapid fire round was fun. So next we'll delve into a more insightful conversation. We're going to talk about the challenges that you faced in your life
Okay.
while you know on your journey to become this. So would you like go walk us through your challenges?
Well, I'd say the first challenge is that when I started beatboxing, I knew nothing about music. I mean, I didn't even really listen a lot to music. Um, but beatboxing opened me to a new world of different sounds of music because when I was younger, when I started beatboxing, I was listening a lot to different sorts of genres of music, like metal, for example, rock and things like that. But when I got into the beatboxing scene, I started to listen a bit more to hip hop music, and this is actually my style now to make hip hop and rap on top of it. But yeah, not knowing to do anything, I didn't know how to play any instruments, and I did not know how to sing. Well, I still don't know how to sing. This is why I rap now. But when I started looping, I only knew how to do beatbox sounds. So it was a challenge to try to make music without being able to use your voice properly. So I only started rapping like I think it was 4 or 5 years ago when I was making beats on the loop station. And I was like, okay, these beats are cool, but I mean, you cannot just play a track for like 3 minutes and then nothing happens on top of it. And that was before all the drops came into the beatboxing scene because you could not really do drops on the loop station before 2017 because you could not use so many effects. They had to make an update on the loop station so that now you can make crazy drops and things like that. So I was just making beats. I'm like, okay, but this is boring. There's nothing happening on top of it. So I need to do something. And this is where I started writing my first lyrics and started rapping for the first time. And that was like, yeah, five years ago. And since then, I just kept on going, just getting more into rapping than beatboxing. And yeah, I think that was the first challenge, not knowing anything about music. But I mean, just with experience, you learn. And now that's what I do: just rap, beatbox, loop station. Yeah.
That's great to hear. And you're doing a great job. Trust me, you're doing a great
Thanks.
job. And although you answered this in the rapid fire question, but we need to talk about this a little more deeply. How big of a role has your family played in your life for you to become this?
Well, the thing is, I know a lot of artists, a lot of beatboxers. Also, their parents, they push them to do things that are more secure. You should get a job, you should do this, you should do these studies, you should not try to live as a looper, as a beatboxer, or whatever. And that's the case for a lot of parents. They are very worried about their children, and they don't want them to go into a risky situation like trying to become a beatboxer. This has not really been the case for me. My parents have always let me do what I wanted to do, and that was very important, of course. And of course, I studied. I went to high school. I went to university. I got my degrees, but at the same time, I always told them this was just in case I could not make it as a beatboxer. And I mean, still now, I still didn't make it as a beatboxer because I don't live from my music. That's the only problem. But they still trust me. And even though I'm 30 years old already, they still believe that I can make it, in the beatboxing scene because they see all the hard work I put into it. So they always encourage me, and that's really important.
Let's see. All of something. It's time for us to shock the viewers with one of the most unexpected facts in the world. Brez, can you tell me how old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Yes. If he's 30, then
Wow.
we are all 50 years old. How, man? I mean, it's not possible. And the first time, like, I heard this. I heard that you were 30 during your Q&A, and I was like, what did I just hit? It's just
Yeah,
impossible.
yeah.
You're
People
not
always
aging.
tell me I look younger. What age are you guys?
We're 17.
We're
We are
17.
17.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, we would look pretty old for our age. We've got beard and stuff. We look like, I don't know, 25 or 6 or something like that. And yeah. So whereas what is the best piece of advice you could give to people, like maybe not in beatboxing, but struggling to become something in their lives? Maybe they're or whatever. But if you have a motivational piece of advice that you want to give to them, we would really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's very simple. I mean, if you have to try stuff, you have to experience things in life to see what you really like. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna like if you don't try it, you know? So be curious about things, experience stuff, try things. And when you find something and you really like it, if you wanna, I mean, for example, beatboxing, if you wanna live from beatboxing, if that is your goal, then work for it, because you know things, especially nowadays, there are so many people. Now I'm taking the case of beatboxing because this is my example, right? But there are so many people in this domain. There's so many beatboxers that if you want to stand out, if you want to be a great beatboxer, it doesn't only apply to beatbox, but if you want to be great at what you do, you need to work hard. And that's the thing. Nowadays, people sometimes think that it's easy, that with one video you can blow up and be the next star, you know, or anything. But it doesn't really work like that. You really have to work every day, master your craft, you know, get better every day at what you do. And I don't believe in talent. I don't believe that anybody has talent. You acquire talent with passion, hard work, and patience. For me, these are the three main things that are important. Passion, if you're passionate about something, then you work hard. And if you're patient enough, well, all these combinations will get you where you want to be.
That's really good to hear. That was a very awesome thing that you had to say, and it certainly did. No matter where we go in our lives, it certainly did give us a bit of motivation and inspiration. This has been great. Thank you for that. And last question, Brez, that I'm going to ask you is, you're in France, and why does France produce so many good beatboxers? That is actually one of my second last questions. I
Yes,
mean,
so many people always ask this question: why do all great beatboxers come from France? Well, not all, but you know, I think it's because we have a lot of events. Well, not now because of the coronavirus. Obviously, we have no events, but usually we have so many events. Like every month, sometimes every 2 weeks, we have a battle somewhere in France. We have so many meetings. Everybody shares. You know, we don't just work each on our own side. We all share everything. We go to events, we go to battles. Even if we're not taking part, we just go to share our art with everybody. And also in France, the culture, I mean, culture as a whole, art, music, whatever, is really pushed forward. For example, my job is giving beatbox workshop in schools. So I go in schools and I teach children how to beatbox. And this is very important because I know it's not the case in all countries, but our government helps a lot the schools to have beatboxers going in schools to give beatbox workshops. So I don't even count how many children I taught to beatbox. I mean, it's like thousands of kids since I started. So, like for example, I made like 1,000 little beatboxers, you know, in schools. So, yeah, I mean, it's that we like to share, make a lot of events, have a lot of concert battles, whatever, and we teach a lot also beatboxing.
I wish you
Fantastic.
were in Bangladesh so that we could have learned from you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should visit Bangladesh now. That we also had one of the biggest, not the one of the biggest actually, one of the biggest for Bangladesh.
Biggest.
The 2019's Beatbox Championship was like organized by Beatbox Bangladesh, the Beatbox Hub for Bangladesh, and so they organized. They brought pretty good guests as judges. They had Napalm, they had Gene, they had Amit.
Yes,
So
I saw that. Yeah,
it was, it was
crazy.
quite awesome. And you never know, maybe if there's loop station around, they'll probably bring you. You never know. So be Battlebox Bangladesh people, if you're watching and you need a loop station judge, you've got the right person here.
I'm here.
All right, Brez. It was a very, very interesting conversation. The other guys, do you have anything to ask? This awesome guest of ours. I've had a lot of fun shooting this episode. I'll be honest. Do you have any questions or anything that you want to talk about?
I have one. Fred, you're a French champion, right?
Yep.
So when you won the whole damn thing, what was your feeling like? How did you feel?
Ah, it's funny because when I won the French Loop Station Championship, I didn't really like go like yeah or anything because I knew that I worked really hard for it, and when I won in the final, I was just like it was just like a relief, like okay, now I can finally chill, take a bit of rest because I worked hard for it and now I made it. So I was actually already thinking of the next battle. Like when I won it, like the next second in my mind, I was like, okay, next step is GBB. So let's move forward to that. So yeah, but I was,
Awesome.
of course, I was really happy because um, it was, for example, Saro, who was my best friend. He's the one who lifted my arm, to give me the title. So it was a great moment.
For our viewers here, Saro is actually uh, the best looper you'll
He
ever
is,
see.
he is.
Trust me, trust. Yes, he certainly is. And you guys should look at Saro. And we really wanted to collaborate with Saro, but unfortunately, due to a particular barrier, we couldn't communicate. But yeah, so thank you. Britt, one last question. I'm sorry, we're being too many last questions.
Don't
Um,
worry about it.
uh, uh, you don't beatbox enough. So why is that? You mostly loop. So
Mm.
a lot of people might have had the question, like, can Brez beatbox? So can
No, but
Brez beatbox?
I will do a little demonstration, but first of all, a lot of people tell me you don't solo beatbox, but actually in 2011, I came second in France in the solo beatbox, so I'm the French vice champion of
Whoa,
2011. I lost
that's
against
awesome.
Kim, and
Oh,
I
he's a pretty
kept
hard opponent.
he is. And I kept doing battles until 2016. 2016 was my last solo beatbox battle, and I won against Collapse in the final.
Whoa,
So
whoa, that's awesome. You want against collapse? That's big. That's big. So you can definitely beatbox.
yeah, but
Could
I
you
don't
look
do
like?
I don't
Could
do it
you like
enough anymore.
but you're looping that requires beatboxing as well. Could you like a short I want to call it a short
Yeah,
showcase? Yeah,
of course.
let's do this. Hopefully the Zoom audio will work. Yeah.
Let's mute.
You go.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Zoom audio cut it out a lot, but we'll see what
No.
we can do about it. But yes, we know we can beatbox now. That's a relief for me. Okay, guys. So that's it for today, I guess. I mean, thank you, Brez,
Thank
for
you.
joining us. It means a lot, and you basically saved the show because if you weren't here, we wouldn't have a podcast today. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
I
It was
love.
a really fun moment. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very
We
much,
loved
Thank
it
you.
guys.
as well.
We
Thank
Thank
loved
you.
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 Yes, and Adil, would you like to sign off or part team? Would you like to do the honors? Because I'm too excited to do it. As I said, every podcast I begin excitedly and I end excitedly, so I mess up all the beginning and the ending. As you can see, I wanted to rap. I messed up. So but but yeah. So guys, please go on with it.
Again, an annoying reminder, if you like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to our channel because we are trying our best to give you the best possible content we can. And if you have any suggestions on how we can improve, please do write it in the comment section below. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. And Brez, do you think people should subscribe to our channel?
Of course, they should subscribe to the channel. They have amazing podcasts, so we have to check it out.
Thank you. Thank you. And you
Thank
also,
you,
guys,
man.
we'll leave Brez's socials and his YouTube channel in the description box below. He produces awesome content, as you could see in this particular video. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Stay safe wherever you are. Do good things, and make a positive change around you. So see you later.
Peace.